My first full day at Lassen Volcanic. I talked to the rangers, got all my questions answered for like the next 19 days or whatever. It's a long time. Whatever I'm going to be here for. And I'm going to start off with Broke Off Mountain today. It's about 6.9 miles. Oh, and I figured out how to use the Garmin Explorer app to do Snap 2 for higher accuracy for the distance. So it's about 7 miles and about 2,600 feet elevation gain. And I don't know, I'm at 5,000 or 6,000 right now. I go up to 9,500 feet or something. 8,000, I don't know, whatever it is. I'll tell you when I get there. That's what I'm apparently hiking to. The altitude is kicking my butt. I'm having to take a break and breathe. It's like 7,400 feet right now. And I have to get to 9,000. And I think it's accurate because I think I figured out this Garmin Explorer. If that's the case, 1,800 feet. But I'm up high and I haven't done crap in like 3 weeks. I didn't continue to train. I just rested and planned for this. It's like I planned this whole trip and I didn't even exercise. There's no, this is so awful. Getting closer to there. I can't handle how disgustingly beautiful this is. Like, it hurts and I'm nauseous. It may be the altitude, but I had to take off my glasses too because it was making it too vibrant, and it's just gorgeous. It hurts. Like, it's disgusting. Oh my God, but I gotta keep going. I thought I could go from sea level to 8,500 feet without wanting to die. On the plus side, it doesn't get dark until 8. I can totally take all day. All day. We're gonna dig start at 9. I brought a light with me. Oh my God. So this is a lot, but I suddenly came to this, and it's really pretty. That's Lassen Peak. Anyway, I got a little bit more to go. And I'm not a fan of peaks, because now it's like I'm either gonna fall off the side and I just have to go down the mountain. What do I do from here? Like, what is even... Oh, there's a fire over there. But what is this even happening? Why is there a fire over there? Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water. It's all downhill from here. 3.4 miles, 3.4 and a half to get here. Now it's 3.45 down, so it's like 6.9 miles. The elevation is 9,200, 9,100 feet. That was a rough climb, and I was not like 5 hours. That was a long time. It's like 2. I started at 10, so 4. No, what time is it? I don't know. Wait, what does it say? 2:48. It's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It took me 5 hours to do 3.5 miles. I don't know what type of pine tree this is, but it sure is cute. I'm pretty sure pika live in here, but it's too hot in the afternoon for them to be out right now. But there's flowers and rocks and all sorts of good pika stuff. Guess you have to get up early in the morning to come out and see them. But they're in here, taking refuge from the hot day sun. I'm the last one off down the mountain today, so I have it pretty much to myself. It's still taking a long time to come down because, and I'll show you the picture later, the screenshot of the elevation profile. It's a mountain. You go up a mountain, you come down a mountain. Very consistent. Some people said it was a good thing. This morning I was walking past people. I'm just rambling. I gotta finish this. I want to go, and I think I'm hungry. I want to go eat. Definitely hungry. That's what it is. Gotta go down a path and then get to my car at some point. Probably another hour. It's terrifying. Today was a challenging day. Saw the craziest bright yellow and black little bird, and he flew away. I'm not gonna be able to get a picture of it, but he just flew and it was like so crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's like a book of what bird that was, but it was like size of a finch, but crazy colors. Not used to seeing that. Good morning. I'm at Lassen Volcanic. There's Lassen Peak in the background. I'm going to start on a 5-day trip doing the Nobles Immigrant Trail and also do the 18 miles of the PCT that goes through Lassen. Hopefully visit some thermal geysers and sulfur pits and stuff like that. The terrain shouldn't be too bad, elevation shouldn't be too bad. The cinder cone, a little bit of elevation, but this should just be mostly 45 miles over 5 days. So we'll see what happens. This whole area was destroyed by the Dixie Fire in 2021, but it's kind of neat because if you can see, there's little pine trees starting to regrow. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Most of it's going to be burned, but I've heard there's some nice flowers and other green things that are growing. Taking a break. I am now entering Lassen Volcanic National Park, and I'm going to be hiking the PCT portion of 18 miles. I am so proud of myself and excited. So I think I'm going to make a decision that I'm not going to camp off the trail tonight, off the PCT. I'm not going to go to Cinder Cone tomorrow. I just don't have enough bladders for water. It is so hot. Like, that's what everyone's saying, is that the heat is really intense, and it's in a fire area, and it's really dry, and whatever intermittent streams might have been there are not. So it's hot. So I'm just going. I have a permit and I can camp. I still have to camp at my first my spot for the night in block 26. But I've got about a mile or less than a mile. I probably can actually camp here if I wanted to. But I'm gonna go a little bit closer to the trail, and I've got 3.5 liters of water right now, and that should be enough for the rest of the night. And then tomorrow I'll just start off south. And the ranger said that with a multi-night trip like this, the only night they really care about is your first night. As long as you're camping your first night in that block, they really don't care. So hopefully I don't have to test that theory, but if I do, I can say that's what they said. So, but that's my thought. It will cut my overall 45-mile trip short by about, what is it, like 2-3 miles or something like that. But it's really hot. So I'm learning about that, and I will purchase a sun hoodie in the future. So I hiked 6.3 miles today of the Pacific Crest Trail that goes through Lassen Volcanic National Park. Started from the northern boundary of the park, and I hiked 6.3 miles. I started off from Hat Creek Trailhead, so total mileage was 10.7. According to a fairly trustworthy course counter thing on the Garmin Explorer app. I did not stay where I was going to stay because it is so hot, so dry, and so little water that I felt I would have no problem telling the rangers, yeah, safety reasons, I decided not to hike directly off the Prospect Peak Trail or the Nobles Emigrant Trail below Prospect Peak, and I just hiked southbound on the Pacific Crest. Not very far, just enough to where I could find a place where there would be no widowmaker trees. Like, I mean, there's some directly behind me, but that's my little spot, middle of nowhere. It was really hot. It was hot yesterday too. So I might eat something. Probably it's a good idea. Probably will sleep better. Sometimes when you're so tired, you don't even want to eat. There wasn't a lot of elevation today. It was a decent just kind of a hike. Way too many people for me. Oh my goodness, so many people. Like 40 people, 50, like it was just ridiculous. But now it seems kind of quiet because everyone else, I guess in order to camp in the park, you have to have a permit and a bear canister, and that's not something that thru hikers tend to want to carry or want to do. So it's just me in the backcountry, and I'm pretty sure there's bear prints or cat prints, probably bear prints. I got the vibe that it was a bear print, so I'm taking proper precautions and stashing my bear canister 70 large steps away from my tent, and then cooking 70 large steps if I cook 70 large steps away. I'm tired. It's been 2 minutes and 70 seconds. Who watches this stuff? Nobody watches this stuff. Too much information. I know, right? This is really pretty this morning. It's like, because it's not hot. It's I don't know, it's hauntingly desolate or something. It feels wildernessy. It was good. And I heard oh, there's hikers coming through. I should put pants on. He was a lovely guy. It's 6:30 in the morning. I guess they get up early around here. But yeah, he said the same thing. Is like it's eerie out here.
and it's nice because it's not hot. So I'm gonna get going because I need to take a break in the middle of the day and not do anything because it'll be way too hot. So yeah. All right, I'm heading off for the day. It's a little before 7:30, and I don't know how far I'm gonna get because I'm ahead of schedule because I didn't do the cinder cone yesterday. But I had a really nice night. It was nice. Just kind of tired. I think I'm hungry, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna keep walking, and hopefully I'll have it to myself. I'm actually scared of the people, aren't I? Wow. More scared of people than bears. No, just kidding. That's terrible. This is Lower Twin Lake. I wonder if that's fox poop. It looks kind of, cat-like, but it looks like small mammals, like they ate a small mammal. So. We've had a couple of these type crossings. Not bad though. I just crossed that and I feel pretty good about that. So I'm up here and I have to go all the way down to where that water is. See that water down there? That's where I have to go. And it matters because I'll have to climb back up when I'm done. That's why it matters. So since it's hot and it's about 1:40, I stopped for some water and some snacks, but I think what I'm going to do, since I've hiked 8 miles today, and I'm way ahead of schedule, especially because of cinder cone, and I got some good miles in this morning, I am going to go down to Warner Valley, down there, and find a nice shady tree and take a nap for like 3-4 hours. Just do nothing. Take my socks and shoes off and do nothing. And then when it cools off at 6, I can get off my butt and go hike another few miles if I feel like it. That's my plan. I made it to the south part of the park. I hiked all 18 miles. I did 6 yesterday, and whatever's left over today I did. So, I'm gonna go camp outside in the forest because there's some other PCTers, and I don't know if there's a. I don't want to be alone right now, but I did it. Slept okay last night. There was about, I don't know, maybe 10 hikers in this like little camp. They're all gone now because it's like 6:30 or something, and they were up at 5. But I slept okay, and I'm glad I found some people. I didn't really talk to them, but it was nice just to have people nearby. And so today I'm going to, I'm ahead of schedule, which is good because I got the extra miles in yesterday too. And I'm going to see some geysers and some hot springs and kind of just take it easy. I'm going to take it easy. Hope to get like another 10, 11 miles in today, but I completed that PCT portion, so that feels like an accomplishment. So I can now
take it easy a little bit. So I took the side quest to Terminal Geyser. It's only 0.6 round trip out of my way. And it's a cool geyser. It's all hot and stuff. And bonus, didn't know this, but there's water too. So I kind of needed some of that. So this was an awesome water spot slash geyser spot. Terminal Geyser, highly recommend it. I'm going to have to agree with the naming of this, that it feels like a devil's kitchen. Walking down into it, you just feels like it. I don't think I got very far today. I got 8.3 miles. I did Terminal Geyser, Boiling Springs Lake, and Devil's Kitchen. And I've been sleeping on my tent for the past like 2 hours because it was hot. And I only got 2 more hours before 9, so it's like almost 7. I think I'm gonna call it and just be like, that was it for the day. I'm not sure if this is cowboy camping, but I think it is. It's when you just don't want to put your tent up because you tried putting the stakes in the ground and it's just pine needles and it just comes right back up, and then it's kind of useless to have a tent, so you might as well just sleep on the tent as a tarp. So I think if that's called cowboy camping, that's what I'm doing tonight. So I slept pretty good last night. Other than normally I'd be worried of a bear walking past my tent. This time I was just worried of a bear coming up and licking my face. Honestly, that's the only thing I thought of. I woke up a few times. I could see the stars. The moon was really bright. It was nice. I only have 8 miles to go to my car, so I'm a full day early. Cutting out cinder cone knocked off 7 miles. It was too hot and I didn't have any water, so I couldn't do it. So I just have to walk, however far, 8 miles, and I might be able to do it. Anyway, it's 1,600 feet elevation gain, and hopefully my legs are strong enough. I rested yesterday. I needed to. So, but it's before 7 in the morning and it's not hot, and I know water's at 2.4 miles, so I'm only carrying a half a liter. So that's got some weight off, and I've eaten a lot of my food, so my pack's lighter. And yeah, let's do it. I don't know how much longer this tree's going to be standing. This is Warner Valley at sunrise. I'm back at Kings Creek where I was here 2 days ago and I crossed it, and this is where I part ways from the PCT and continue up the Summit Lake and to my car. So it's been a really great 3 days of hiking the PCT and seeing all the hikers. On the one day that I counted them, like 2 days ago, I counted 37 that passed me. And then each day they keep coming more and more. And so this morning, 2 people have passed me. It's still pretty early though. So, and I got to talk to, you say good morning and it's pleasant. And it's nice going in the opposite direction because like the bubble's coming northbound and I was going southbound. So I got to see everybody, what they were wearing, what they were doing, how they were talking. So it was a really neat cultural experience. And now I'm just going to finish up my hike. The flow was pretty strong, but I did it. Mid-thigh. It is so cool to come across a campground after 4 days. I mean, last night Warner Valley was one thing, but like it's just road walking from here, which is pretty cool. I mean, yeah. I am 90% sure that that road right there is, there it is, that's the road I started on. So I'm back Don't know the mileage, I'll fill it in later. The car's just down the road. I'm gonna go see if I get some cell signal, see if there's a spot available at Manzanita for tonight. And I'm gonna go rent a kayak or a paddleboard and take the rest of the day off. So it looks like I get to do cinder cone. I ended up going to Butte Lake last night. That's where they had a spot available, and I get to do cinder cone as a day hike today. So I'm all ready, and this is cool because I get to do more of the Nobles Immigrant California Historic Trail, and it's supposed to be 5 or 6 miles. We'll find out again. There's like different ways to go, and on the back side, supposedly, it's more like a controlled slide down. 1 step forward equals 3 steps forward, and there should be the painted dunes and some other cool stuff. This is a big hike. That cinder cone is looming in the distance. There's no way I could have done it. Like with the water that I had. Holy. All right. Let's do this. It's a cinder cone. Yeah, I know this is fast, whatever. I'm tired. I don't think I'm gonna go down into that though. I mean, I may go down to this second loop inside, but I don't think I want to go down that. Like, that's just more. I got about halfway, maybe a third of the way down, and I had to nope out. That was beyond my comfort level. It was a controlled slide, and that was just to get down, and then you come back up, and it probably take me an hour. So I have to still come down controlled slide on the actual cinder cone. So I'm comfortable turning around. Those are the fantastic lava beds. Pardon me if I don't go closer to the edge. And that's Butte Lake in the back, and Snag Lake. So Snag Lake and Butte Lake. Fantastic lava beds. And inside the cinder cone. Those are the painted dunes, and that's the trail to get down. Like that's it. Like that's those 2 rocks. Like that's down.
Good morning. I'm not motivated to do this, but I am going to do Lassen Peak Trail. And it's about, what is it? It's from here at 8,500 feet, and I have to go up this thing, and then it goes up pretty high, and up to the crater view, and then to Lassen Peak is 10,457 feet, and it's like 58 degrees. I have a windbreaker on, but otherwise I'm gonna just, and stuff. So I'm in a parking lot, and yeah, and then so there's the trail, and then what does the mountain look like? I don't think you can see it from here. So, all right. It's really windy today too, and it's kind of like one of my biggest fears of being like blown off a ledge because I have bad balance or something. But it's supposedly a really well created trail. Like they had a helicopter and they flew in a bunch of rocks, so it's got like signs along the way. So it's like a touristy hike, but I'm still gonna be on a mountain, It's windy. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty windy out. The gust of wind was so bad, I actually was ready to turn around, and I started turning around, and I had to stop and hold on because the gust was so bad, and then it stopped. Now it's calm. I'm on this side of the mountain, but I may have to turn around because this is what I don't like about peaks. You get there-itis. Like, what's the point of a freaking peak? To have a view? A view of what? Like, I'd rather make it down or not fall off a ledge. So, I mean, that's my opinion. So, I may not make it to the top. I made it to the top-ish of the end of the trail. There's a rock. I'm touching the rock. And that's enough. If you want to go to the real peak, there's a saddle you have to go through. And it's too damn windy. And there's a big old fire. And the wind is blowing the smoke this way. So I think I'm going to call it a day and say I did a damn fine job. I'm on top of a volcano. So I walked across the saddle. That's a nice couple. We chatted a little bit. But that's the peaky peak. And then that's the tourist peak. I crossed the snow, so yay! I'm going back down now because it's really, really, windy and smoky. Or it could be. This is the lovely Lake Helen. Even if it's kind of hard to see, it's still lovely. Nobody's here today because the air quality is, the AQI is over 260. And I'm probably not going to stick around. I mean, I'll be back, but it's a little kind of smoky right now. But I'll make a few more stops before I close out this chapter. There's a meadow I want to go to next because that's really pretty. And get some water before I go because it's a nice little pretty meadow. So this is one of my favorite meadows. It's right off of Kings Creek, the very headwaters of it, or not the headwaters, but sort of up. And it's right off the road. It's right off of 89, which is a beautiful scenic road. So you think, oh, a meadow out in the middle of nowhere. No, this is a meadow that anybody can get to, and it's beautiful, even if the air quality is terrible today. And I'd like to come back here and frolic or something pleasant. And I'm gonna get some water before I go, and probably gonna head out to the coast because the air should be clear there, and then hopefully I'll just check the air quality over the next few days and see if I can come back, because my plans are to be here for like another week. So I've only done like 56 miles so far. I'm supposed to do well over 100. I was gonna make a video titled 126 miles at Lassen Volcanic National Park, and now I've only got like 50 something. Boo-hoo me. Hope everybody's safe. Hope nothing burns. I mean, lots of Chico's burning, I guess. Something's burning. All right.